The deadliest, the craziest, the most dangerous match in wrestling history, the Deadly Games, is back. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen a Deadly Games match before, it is the craziest action figure match ever, and basically what you have to do is you start on top of this cell, all these weapons to your disposal right here, and the only way to win is to climb up this tall structure about 45 feet in the air, and you have to retrieve the championships from the very top. It is also important to mention, if you get thrown off the top through the cage, or you just decide to leave this match, you are disqualified and eliminated from the match. And if it's just one person from your team who leaves or is thrown off, the whole team is eliminated. Now we're going to talk about the new look of the arena and the Deadly Games a little bit later on in the video, but what I want to do is announce who's going to be in this match so you can get excited and look forward to this crazy match, because this is going to be an absolutely stacked lineup of people. It is 4 teams in this match, the first ever tag team championship Deadly Games, the Hardcore Tag Team Championships, and as Deadly Games always are, it's going to be absolutely amazing. 2 years in a row you guys voted Deadly Games 1 and Deadly Games 3 the match of the year 2019 and 2020, so hopefully we have that kind of standards for this match, and I think it will be a really fun match. But getting into the first team right here, as you know, the champions, Aleister Black and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now, how did the Fiend Bray Wyatt and Aleister Black become a team? So back in the day, back in like 2020, start of the year, around this time last year, they had a Firefly Funhouse match for the Hardcore Championship, the Singles Championship, and basically the Fiend used Aleister Black's fears, his real life fears that I used in the match. He used his fears against him to basically beat him by using his fears, and ever since then, the Fiend Bray Wyatt has actually kept Aleister Black inside the funhouse. He has never let him leave. He's got him chained up, and he's just been physically and mentally torturing Aleister Black, using his fears and threatening what he will do to him if he doesn't listen to his orders. Now fast forward from then to December, when the Fiend Bray Wyatt had a mystery partner that would help him win the Hardcore Tag Team Championships, and that turned out to be Aleister Black. But maybe we thought Aleister Black was going to be evil and help the Fiend and they would be equal partners, but no. This is no equal partnership. The Fiend is making Aleister Black do this stuff that he does not want to do. Aleister Black wants no part of this. He does not want to help the Fiend whatsoever, but he's being forced into this, literally chained up like he's the Fiend's pet. Things are not looking good for Aleister Black. As we saw in the Edge and Christian versus the Fiend and Aleister Black match, the Fiend forced Aleister Black to use the mallet and destroy Edge with it, and Edge, we haven't seen him since. He is injured from that. Aleister Black had to do it. He did not want to have to do that to Edge, but the Fiend forcing him to do it, or else he was going to hurt Zelina Vega, Aleister Black's wife, and Aleister Black did not want to risk that. He really didn't want to do it, but he had to do it to save his wife. But in the end, Alexa ended up hitting the Sister Abigail on her anyways. And then we fast forward to the next match, which was a TLC match. Team Extreme with Lita, the Hardy Boys versus Aleister Black, the Fiend, and Alexa Bliss. We saw Aleister Black try to fight off the Fiend. He really just wanted to get away from him. He wanted to lose the Hardcore Tag Team Championship so bad, because that was the only tie that's keeping these two together. The Fiend needs Aleister Black in order to keep these Tag Team Championships, and if they lose the titles, then the Fiend has no use for Aleister Black anymore, and he can be set free. But that didn't work out too well. Alistair tried desperately to help Team Extreme beat the Fiend and Alexa Bliss and himself and win the tag titles so he could free himself from the Fiend, but it didn't work. The Fiend is absolutely unstoppable, and even by himself, he managed to win that match. And the Fiend, he threatened Aleister Black. He told him, "You don't do what I tell you, bad things are going to happen." And the bad things did happen, because the Fiend Bray Wyatt showed Aleister Black the consequences when he used that massive mallet to crush the ribs of his wife, Zelina Vega. Aleister Black, in shock and horror at the sight of his wife just being destroyed by the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and now he still has to work for the Fiend. He still is under the control. He has no say in this whatsoever. He's chained up. He's basically a slave to the Fiend, and he wants desperately to try and get away from the Fiend. But what else will happen to Aleister Black if he does disobey the Fiend once again? If you thought what he did to Zelina Vega was bad, who knows what the Fiend has up his sleeve next. If Aleister Black doesn't obey the Fiend in this match, things could be really, really bad for Aleister Black. Okay, getting into the first team that's going to be in this match, in this 4-way Deadly Games tag team match. First up, from the team, it is Matt Riddle. Riddle, whatever you want to call him. Should I call him Riddle or Matt Riddle in the Fed? Let me know. But Riddle, a former hardcore champion in his own right as the singles champion, and he had a tag team partner last year, Pete Dunne, the Broserweights. But Pete Dunne, he was jealous of Matt Riddle. He got sick of him. He turned his back on Riddle. Now Riddle is all alone. He doesn't have a tag team partner. He doesn't have the hardcore championship, but he's going to be in this match because he did find a partner. He has found the perfect partner, and no, it's not Randy Orton, no RK Bro here, because we all know how that's going to turn out. Randy Orton's going to turn on Riddle, it's inevitable, but we found a perfect partner here. Bro, you just found your perfect match in Rob Van Dam.
Bro. Dude, yeah, bro.
That's right, Rob Van Dam and Riddle, very similar guys. I think they are a perfect team. Comment down below what they should be called as a team. I can't think of any appropriate names for these guys, so comment down below, let me know, but I think these guys are going to be an amazing team. They're going to do some crazy stuff and it's going to be really, really good. Next up is a guy who we've seen in WSC actually verse the Fiend in the past, but we haven't seen him very lately, and that is the icon, the vigilante Sting. Sting is going to be in this match, and Sting has his history with the Fiend Bray Wyatt, that incredible Hell in a Cell match, very chaotic. He could not beat the Fiend in that match, but now he has a partner who he sees a lot of himself in, and that is Darby Allin. Darby Allin and Sting, who are teammates. Who are teammates who kind of have this partnership in AEW, and these guys are a really cool team. Sting sees a lot of himself in Darby Allin, not just the face paint, but these two have a very dark, ominous presence about them, but they fight for the good. They have a lot of heart, these two, and I think they're going to be an incredible team in this match. And man, Darby Allin making his debut in WSC, I think he could do some awesome stuff. But now we're getting into the final team in this hardcore Deadly Games match for the Hardcore Tag Team Championships, and the fourth team is... Now we saw these guys return and reunite in epic fashion in the latest action figure match. Go check it out, but these guys, this team, the final team in the Hardcore Tag Team Championship Deadly Games is going to be Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns, The Shield. Now you may be surprised that we have these two as a team, as we've never seen these guys as tag team champions before. We've seen Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins as tag team champions. We've seen Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins as tag team champions. We've never seen Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns as champions or as a team in general in a 2-on-2 situation, and I think this is really good because these two are actually really, really good friends in real life, and I think it makes a lot of sense for these two to be a team here. And the Shield, they're back in a big way. They just made an epic return, helping me out. I got my ass kicked a little bit in the last match. Go check it out, and I'll give an update on what's going on with that in a future video when it's the singles championship. But right here, it's all about the Hardcore Tag Team Championship, and the Shield, they're out for domination here. The Hounds of Justice have reunited, and it's been a long time coming. You know, we've seen them fight each other a lot in the past. We remember the triple threat, the Shield triple threat they had, where the Joker Jon Moxley debuted, and he felt betrayed by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, after Jon Moxley, who has won 2 Deadly Games. This guy is the king of the Deadly Games. He's won 2 Deadly Games before. He was the first ever hardcore champion. He lost the championship. He fell into a deep depression. He really wanted to win, but he just couldn't win the big one. But he won the first ever Deadly Games. He had that moment. Then Roman Reigns, his best friend, he came and he beat him the next week. Jon Moxley, he showed him mercy, and Roman Reigns just ripped that title away from him, and he made a big mistake showing him mercy. Seth Rollins wants to come in here. He wants to steal my spotlight. Roman Reigns is stabbing me in the back, taking my title. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm about to round up some lunatics from the insane asylum, put them in Joker costumes, and we're going to take over. And Jon Moxley as the Joker, he destroyed Roman Reigns. He almost ended his career. He destroyed Seth Rollins. He went on a big run as the Joker, but he realized that wasn't him. He was in a dark place. He realized that is not who he wants to be. that is a dark part of himself that he wants to forget. And now Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns have made amends. We've seen as the Shield have progressed throughout this past year, Jon Moxley has made amends with all of them. The last time we saw Roman Reigns, he got destroyed with the mallet by the Fiend. They had a one-on-one match for the Hardcore Championship, and Jon Moxley came to Roman Reigns' aid. That was the last time we saw Roman Reigns, but now Roman Reigns is back, and I think he's looking for revenge on the Fiend. And then we saw an epic, brutal I Quit match between Jon Moxley and Seth Rollins, and after that match, those two, they showed respect. They did the Shield fist bump, and then in the Royal Rumble, they both worked together, and Seth Rollins, he is back to being a good guy. No more Messiah, he's not delusional anymore, he is seeing as clear as ever, and it's time to burn it down. The Shield are back in full force, and they're trying to make a big impact here, so they are coming into the Deadly Games. Jon Moxley, he knows all about the Deadly Games. He could very well do this. He didn't win the second one. He won the first. He won the third. And in the third Deadly Games, Jon Moxley and The Fiend, they were the final two in that match. And I don't think The Fiend has ever forgotten about the feud with Jon Moxley. The epic feud those two have had. It's going to be rekindled here in this match, and I am super looking forward to this. It's going to be a big video. I'm going to have to work very hard to get this done. And man, I think this is a very stacked lineup. Comment down below, let me know what you think of these participants in the match. Do you like it? Comment down below, let me know. And comment down below who you predict will win this match. Now, I want to show you the Deadly Games that I put together here. This is the second Deadly Games with the proper structure here, where you can actually climb it and stand on it, and it looks really, really good. I also want to give a big shout out to WrestleListic on Instagram and YouTube. Go check him out. He's nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so go subscribe to him. He really helped me out with these printouts here for this Deadly Games, especially this one around the arena. I think that looks really, really good. Adds our own little personal touch to the crowd right there, and this is really, really awesome. I'm loving the setup here. Had to make it look a little bit better this time. Got the massive Deadly Games sign right there, the skull, and the tag titles are up there. They're waiting to be claimed by the Deadly Games survivors. Who are they going to be? We will find out soon enough. The Deadly Games are soon approaching, and this is about to be awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please smash the like button. Comment down below who you think will win the Deadly Games. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video.